Greetings everyone, welcome back to the Robo Samurai channel, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Netflix Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Deseeus Army Drone. And here he is, here's the packaging, and you've got the Quintesson symbol here. I guess that's what this is supposed to be. Okay, we'll go with it. It's also on the inner box there, and you can see that they're not using the plastic packaging on the inside anymore. This is more like the it's just tied on. You can see all the little loose ties in here. There's that on the side, and here he is on the back and all that other cool stuff. So alright, and then he comes with his directions, of course, the Deseeus Army Drone. And Deseeus, I believe, is one of the faces on the Quintesson. So Deseeus. If you haven't seen the show, then go and check that out. Alright, let's take a look at this thing here. We'll see, this is basically a recolor of Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Ironhide, so his Cybertronian mode. And let's take a look at him and see how he looks. I mean, it looks pretty good. Here's his weapon, which is exactly the same. This is basically a recolor, and originally I was just going to rebuy this figure, but there's something interesting about this figure, and I'm kind of wondering what else I can do with it. But anyway, so here's the gun hammer thing. So if you turn it like this, and you can see it's got all of the little green dots there. That's pretty cool. And then the weathering effect, I believe we can call that a weathering effect, everyone. I don't know. It's a little bit there. This here is the only part, this top part is the only part that has paint on it. This here is just all, there isn't even any weathering or anything like that on it. So pretty interesting. Let's take a close look at this figure though. And yeah, he's got the little Quintesson symbol here. We'll call that a Quintesson symbol. You know, and you can kind of see it there as it focuses it in, and you can see it's got all of the weathering and the battle damage and all that other stuff. Now, one of the more interesting things about this figure is that he has these panels here which are very, very tight compared to the original Ironhide figure. Speaking of which, here he is in comparison with that Ironhide figure. Let's take a look at those faces. And you can see that they're pretty much painted similarly. You can see some of the differences here outside the Autobot symbol in the red. But if we open up this, you'll see that it's all painted silver on inside Ironhide there. And this one here is just black. Cast black. So let's keep this off to the side. And let's take a look here. Now, here's the weapon for Ironhide, and you can see that they've pretty much done a pretty bang-up job with decorating it and scuffing it up. But you can see it's a little different here on this side, and then this side here, this is cast in a dark gray plastic. This is cast in a silverish plastic, and then they just kind of painted over the edges of this one here. So yeah, very interesting indeed. So, and then this is what they look like in their gun bazooka style mode. So yeah, very interesting indeed. So now let's talk a little bit about the articulation of this figure. He's got some really good articulation. He's got an elbow bend. He's also got a bicep rotation, and then he can go all the way out this way. His head does a 360. He can do the squats. He's got ankle tilt, some really amazing ankle tilt, and he has a waist swivel. So that's all really, really cool stuff. Does his wrist swivel? Yes, his wrist swivel as well. So pretty cool stuff. Here's what he looks like from the back. And let me see if I can't get this. There you go, guys. Look at that. Lots of nice molded details, everything else in there. So nice. So very, very nice. I like this. And he can also hold this thing either as a hammer or he can hold it as a gun. So I showed him holding the gun in the intro shot there. Here it is, holding it like with a hammer with missiles at the end of it. Cool stuff. Okay. So let's go on ahead and get into the transformation of this thing. So the first thing you want to do is you want to take this here and open the shield. Take the windshield, then take this and unsnap it. Put that down there, and then you can close it back up. So when you go from here to here, you'll see that there's 2 slots, and in robot mode it'll be like that. In vehicle mode it'll be like that. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is hold these up here. Fold this down, take this entire thing, lift it up and around, I believe, like this. And then we want to take these and pull them up thusly. Okay. Now, we're going to want to work on these legs a little bit. So what you want to do is open up these panels here, and there's this panel here, and then we'll open up the other panel, and you want to bring it about that far out. Open up this panel here, open up this panel here. Alright, come on over. There we go. And we want it to leave it right about there. So now what we want to do is take these and plug them into each other. There's a tab right here and a slot right here. And you want to do this and do that right there, plug those in. Then we want to take these, bring the 2 arms together, and again you got a tab and a slot situation here. Hold on, let me focus this in so you can see it. Tab and a slot situation. Tab those together. You can keep the wrists exactly where they're at. Okay, so now we want to take this front piece that we unbuckled before and buckle it together. Snap this all in place so it's nice and secure. Then take this and then make sure that these line up. Tab these panels into the side here, one here, and you'll see there's another tab slot here. Same thing on both sides, so go on ahead and do that. Then take these, fold them on each other, and then tab this together. And then there, tighten it all up. And there you have the Deseeus Army drone in its vehicle mode. And yeah, it looks really good. Rolls around. It's very, very cool. You can stand him up on his feet because his feet are just hanging out back there. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty nice stuff. And it's solid, so like I can pretty much hang it on this thing. And nothing's going to happen to it, so... Alright, yeah, so there we go. And you can also take this, make it into this mode, plug it right into there, and plug it. You can plug it into there, you can plug it into here, whatever you wish. Okay, and for comparison, here he is with Ironhide. And you can take a look here. I'll move this gun real quick. And you can see that they're exactly the same mold, just different colors. And of course, if you want, different factions. So there's what they look like from this angle and this angle. And they both do the same rolling thing. And I think the only difference is that this panel here, this one does not want to stay on as tight as that one on the Deseeus Army drone. So, yeah, see, so this one stays on a little better. Maybe not. Okay, so, but on this one, very solid, very interesting stuff there. So, and then, of course, he does have his weapon, which you can mount very much in the same way that you mounted it here. So, yeah, that's what they look like in comparison. So, pretty cool stuff. And, yeah, now he has a nemesis or something. They can both stand on their feet. Anyway, so that's about all we got. Thanks for joining me. Do I think that this is a great figure? I do think it's a pretty decent figure, but it is basically just a recolor of the Ironhide mold. So if you already have it, there's really not a lot of to offer here, except for maybe a change in color, or maybe you want a whole set of your own army and you want a troop build for the bad guys. Buy a bunch of these guys. I'm sure they'll be going on clearance or something. You can be able to find these. This one here, I got from a Walmart. So because the Netflix line is a Walmart exclusive line. All right, there you go. If you like the content here, please give me a like. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe, and we'll talk to you next time.